At 7:01 p.m. I guess the first or the second part is citizens communication. The committee welcomes comment on items related to Deutschen Pfest. Public comment that is made on an item that is not on the published agenda will only be heard by the committee. No formal action, discussion, deliberation, or comment will be made. Each person providing public comment will be limited to 3 minutes and will be asked to state his or her name and address for the public record. All right, discussion only, which we did.
We did. I'll go over it super quickly just for Mario.
Okay.
Awesome. So we're going to review the Deutschen Pfest resolution. This just kind of tells you how your board came to be. So I'll just give you a quick spiel. 44 years. The Deutschen Pfest was ran by a community group. The city took it over a little over 3 years ago and created a committee of appointed citizens. There are 8 roles. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a great committee. I'm glad you're a part of it. But you all have the resolution. I sent it last week. But I don't know if I'm missing anything. We can go on to
3B, discussion regarding Deutschen Pfest 2023 event overview.
Awesome. So introduction to Deutschen Pfest. This will be our 47th annual Deutschen Pfest. It'll be October 22nd to October 20th to 22nd. Oh man, I cannot spell or read today. It'll be the third weekend in October as usual. Friday and Saturday will be held in Pfluger Park, and Sunday is our fun run and community fair over at Finning Park. Event overview, so admissions, and I'll show you all a map to kind of match all of this. There are 3 main entrances of the park. Children 6 and under are free. Tickets can be purchased via Eventbrite before the event or at the gate. That's something. This will be our 3rd year using it. We absolutely love it. It's really great at tracking numbers, kind of getting to see attendance. They can purchase T-shirts through it, tickets. Festival park hours. Friday is from 5 to midnight. Saturday is 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then shuttle buses will drop off attendees to the park entrance at the designated areas. I'll show you in a second. And then fun run and community fair is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So that'll be that fun run. Last year we actually changed it to a themed fun run, which was the first time we've ever done that. We no longer time the race. It's just a fun when people come out in costumes. We had a costume contest this year. We have a kids area. It's a true blast. That is a great place, I think, where a lot can really grow for that event. There's a lot to add to it, and last year was like the first time it got new feet. Here's a map. We've changed a few things last year, and I think they worked really well. So we now have those 3 gates. Last year we added rideshare for the first time, so you can enter from that neighborhood, or everyone who kind of walks in, they'll enter there. I know it's kind of small. Oh, I thought maybe I could zoom, but I cannot. This is the main entrance, and that'll be on City Park Road. That'd be like if you were entering the park. We do our shuttle here. People drop off, enter right here. And then we do ADA parking over at Gillen Creekside. And then last year we did shuttles up to the gate. Melissa did a second stage over at the pavilion. And then all of the little orange dots you see are vendors. Our large main stage is over here. Our kids area with the carnival rides is all in the large green lawn area. This is like our picnic table area. This is the playground. This is the big Rotary Beer Garden. Information booth. Any questions on the map so far? Cool.
So that's a new entrance up there.
So the year before we didn't have it. Last year we added it because we added in that ride share. So we wanted to create a second location for cars to drop off, and so they weren't fighting the traffic of our shuttle as well.
What about people who walk from?
Oh, from back here?
There's a lot of including me, who come in here, this trail. There's a lot of homes right there.
Yeah, last year we did gate. So we gated it here, and I think they walked through the neighborhood and hit that entrance instead.
Or around the back side.
You have to come down here.
Yes, through City Park. Yeah, so back here we do all of our PD, our staff, all of any of our vendors that need to load in. That's kind of their our like back of house, if you'd say. So all of our entertainment parks back here. We do a PDR command center is back here. It's kind of the behind the scenes of everything is back here now.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I answer your question on that? Originally, I'm sure you remember, there used to be a gate back there. That was the fourth gate that was open, and it was very minimally used. And also, since the pandemic, part of our problem as a committee was getting enough volunteers, and having to man another gate with volunteers was problematic. So we decided not to have that gate open.
It still has to be manned though, right?
Pardon?
It still has to be manned?
Well, there's not a gate back there. It's open. There's a fence through there. You can't come through there anymore. Like you said, you have to come through that little parking lot around to the front.
There's like
main
a
gate.
yellow gate that's down now.
Yeah.
And then PD is positioned right outside of it, so they're always right there.
But they're not taking money and distributing funds back or whatever, yeah. Also, we went from just a cash event to an event that we really do most of our exchange with an app, whether people pay ahead of time or they pay with a card on site. And so it would be another set of stations for that. And then the Wi-Fi over there is worse than anywhere else because it's really
In the middle of nowhere.
a lot of
Wi-Fi is
trees and
funny.
stuff over there.
Anything else?
When we did the resolution, did we talk about the 3 roles or the 4 roles? Was that in?
It's a little bit later on,
Okay.
some roles of the committees. Which is the next one.
All right, discussion regarding, or 3C, discussion regarding Deutschen Pfest 2023 committee overview.
So roles of the committee. There's 8 spots, and then there's Amy, who is our committee chair, and she's part of the Parks and Rec Commission. So right now we have 6 spots filled, or 7 with Amy, but we're looking to fill 2 more spots. Right now, from those 8 spots, we've created 4 roles, and there's 2 committee members through each. What's really nice about this committee is majority of people serve 2 years, and then somebody will rotate on or off. So for majority, we'll have 4 people who are stayed on this year, and then we'll have some new ones. So you have a great wealth of knowledge, and then they'll rotate off, and you'll kind of then be the knowledge holder. Our roles are divided into vendors, so which is like your foods, your crafts, all of that. Our vendor application is actually online. Last year, I think we received over 120 applications, and we have 70 booths to fill. So it's really awesome. We get great engagement. Right now, there's nobody on that. So if either of you are interested in vendors, think about that. Children's, and then which will be like your face painters, your carnival rides, kind of all of the fun little extras, which is free. We made that free last year. It was the first time, which was really amazing to see. And then fun run and community fair. That will be that Sunday part. Gates and volunteers is 2 committee members, and then entertainment is 2 committee members. And then right now, Raul serves on the children's and fun run. Nicholas and Brandon, who y'all both haven't met yet, they served on the Gates and volunteers, and they did that last year and did a wonderful job. Entertainment is Melissa, and there's 1 space open, and then we have 2 spaces left for that vendor. After this meeting, I'll go ahead and email these roles out, a little description about them, and then y'all can rank kind of what you'd be interested in. And then at the next meeting, we'll officially have roles, and then we'll start working on agenda items, which will be really exciting. City staff will cover a lot of the logistics. I'll go ahead and start, just because this committee doesn't come on usually until a little bit later. I've already started to work with some of our larger vendors, our logistics, some of our entertainment, like for the main stage. We want to try to book them. So I've started to slowly work on all of that, and I will bring updates for the meetings. We'll always have a city update. Any questions on role or division of responsibilities so far?
So for entertainment, it's mainly handled by city staff?
So we kind of work, Melissa does a lot of the pavilion acts, and then she'll help me manage the main stage. I did it last year because we didn't get the committee on until so late. I did majority of the main stage, but I've only booked a few so far, so there's definitely for input, there's no, I'm gonna need help.
Staff is in charge of booking some of the talent, but all of the on-site help and management of the stage and making sure people are rotating on and off and all that, all the boots on the ground stuff is pivotal from this committee. So not only will you get to be involved in some of the decisions that haven't been made yet. Hey, we don't have a cowboy band, but we have a you know, a hip hop group, or we have a jazz group. So anybody know any, you know, cowboy, you know, country, or does anybody know a cover band that's interesting? So those types of discussions you'll be in, but leading up, talking to those event vendors, telling them when they'll load in, when they'll load out, who they're going to be reaching out to when they get there. Here's the contact info, you're coming through the back, you know, those types of things. Here's the green room. We definitely need a lot of help with that on site, because staff are running around at the event trying to put out a lot of fires. So having someone manage the food vendors, having someone manage the entertainment vendors, having someone manage the gates from a volunteer standpoint is huge for us.
So reading the resolution, we are to bring in our own volunteers for our committees?
So what it's saying is, let's say you need 2 more people. I should do this in front of us. So you can absolutely say, hey, I'm the other entertainment vendor, and I'm gonna need 5 people helping me on stage that day. And we can post that in our volunteer sign up, and we can get those. But you may say, no, I know the guys or gals that I trust that I want working with me, and you have every right as the entertainment vendor to source those yourself.
Okay.
But if you can't, and you need 5, we'll totally do it. But you can bypass that by saying, this person that I work with really well, and they don't have to be residents, those volunteers don't. So if it's someone you trust, they want to come up for a weekend, or it's someone that lives next door and y'all work really well together, and they'll be able to, they're like, oh, that's cool, you're on this committee, I'd like to help. You can just say, I've already got a couple folks, and we'll just make sure that they're signed up and in the volunteer system.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
If I can add, it does help a lot to get as many volunteers as you can together to help out, whatever your capacity is with Deutschen Pfest, or just Deutschen Pfest in general. You
Absolutely.
always need a lot of volunteers to make this happen. So.
And volunteers don't have to be involved until
No.
Until day of.
the day of, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Any other questions so far? Cool.
Item 4, discuss and consider, 4A, discuss and consider action on future meeting schedule.
So what I had proposed is the 3rd Wednesday of each month. Does this work for y'all? Was there another Wednesday you'd prefer? Is there another date? I think last year was the 2nd Wednesday. I just try to keep it in between council and Parks and Rec Commission. So I'd like to hear what works best for y'all.
I would probably prefer a different Wednesday, because that would be Wednesday, Thursday, back-to-back meetings for me.
So
With a,
Oh yeah, y'all do go. Are
Yeah.
y'all not 4th Wednesday?
no, we're
4th
third.
Thursday?
We're
No,
third.
we're 3rd.
Oh my goodness, so sorry guys.
4th Thursday, y'all on the 4th Thursday?
We're the third, or
Okay.
third
In my head it was,
Thursday.
it was 3rd. Or in my head it was the 4th.
So Thursdays, okay, so the 3rd Thursday is
Third,
definitely
what
out.
she's saying is 3rd Thursday of every month, Parks Commission.
Yeah.
Right,
And since she's our Parks Commission representative on here,
right.
she's got back-to-back.
Back-to-back days, okay.
And we can look at any meeting, because this meeting uses city taxpayer dollars, we broadcast those so the citizens can see it, which is why we have this set up here, and which is why we always have this set up. And so we would try to avoid any other meeting that is using this setup. So we are a little limited, like if you said I want to do it the 2nd Tuesday of every month, we'll count.
I think
as the
we have to
2nd Tuesday of
move
every month.
back
Yeah, so.
to Justice Center because I think the library was 2nd. That's why we were at Justice last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we might just have to switch locations if we switch Wednesdays.
We were
Yeah,
second,
there's just some
we were second
logistics.
We were
Wednesday last
2nd
year?
Wednesday last time, yeah.
I'm
there's-
totally fine with the 3rd or 4th Wednesday of the month.
I mean, yeah, like I can
I'm good either
do
way
the
from that.
3rd Wednesday, it's just not ideal for me.
Would you prefer the 4th
Sure.
Or 2nd.
or 2nd?
Either
Yeah.
one,
What do y'all?
yeah. Just ideally
Second or
not
fourth
back to
works for
back.
me.
Pardon?
2nd or 4th works for me.
Second or
Or
fourth?
3rd, I'm open.
You know, Brandon works for the ISD, and he had a tricky one. I can't remember. I think they have a weekly or,
Yeah, he's had a traffic.
Oh, he
meeting
was,
tonight.
I think he's the third Thursday because we
yeah, 'cause
used.
we tried to bring them in a
Yeah.
couple times, we couldn't make it.
Yeah, because it was the same.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good catch.
You
So we
wanna
may be okay
decide
on Wednesdays.
The next meet or up to y'all? Y'all wanna make the motion?
Well, I'm flexible. Second, third, or fourth, it's fine with me, whatever.
Same.
You could actually get a vote for just the following meeting.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
say,
Then
hey,
we can-
for our next meeting, which is gonna be the next Tuesday the blank or Wednesday the blank. And then at that meeting, y'all can put this back on the agenda for a, if you have more folks here, for an actual recurring meeting.
So if we wanna go the second, it'll be April 11th. If we wanna go the 4th, it'll be April 25th.
Talking about Wednesday or Thursday?
Oh, I'm looking at Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn this one day. Wednesdays would be April the 12th or April the 26th.
I vote the 12th. I will not be able to make the 26th at all.
Okay.
It's always good to have a quicker meeting again.
Yeah.
Maybe people can have roles by then.
Do you know the library has a meeting on the 12th?
That is what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Is that-
So then we'd have to go
do
back
this-
to
We'd have to
Justice
go to
or-
Justice, because they're the only other ones that have it in system set up because of council.
So you're saying the library is using all this?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have access. We can-
So we would be at
That's
the
fine if
Justice
that's cool
Center
with
for that
y'all.
meeting.
Does
Yeah,
that
yeah.
work for y'all?
Well, we gotta figure out if it's available at the Justice Center, but yeah, we could definitely look into
Okay.
that.
Okay.
12
The-
works for me.
The recommendation that would go before the group would be if it's all available,
Okay.
you know, April.
So, I mean, y'all can definitely have it the 4th on the 26th, but I definitely will not be here for that one.
Is the time of discussion too? Because, I mean, I don't care, Wednesday's not a good day for me, so I don't care what Wednesday it is, but is the time up for discussion as well?
We could talk another
Yeah.
day too, if.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Wednesdays
It sounds
don't
like
work,
I
we
don't
can
wanna-
shift.
I'll make it work,
Right.
because it sounds like there's a lot of other things to work around, so I'm not worried about that, but
Yeah.
the time, will that be set?
You do a 7 p.m. Is that what you're?
I prefer earlier.
Okay. you
I
do
just
earlier.
didn't get the email.
So you're cool with 6 or 6:30 is what you're saying?
I'm cool with 4.
Oh, my gosh.
I know that's not good.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. But
I mean, yeah, I'd rather 6.
Yeah, I'm flexible on
than
time also.
7.
You could
So
also
am I.
table and do a doodle poll and have
Yeah.
everyone fill out
I
the
feel like
poll.
let's do
Yeah.
that. Table with poll for date and time, and then I'll put in
Amy's gonna
dates that are
decide
open.
You have to decide the table.
Yeah.
It's just an
Maybe you
item.
decide.
You just table till next time or not take action on it.
Up to you.
Yeah, I guess we can table it for next time.
Well, do we want to decide on our next meeting?
That's what we, if we send the doodle poll out,
Okay.
then we can figure out, we can give y'all Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, whatever, you know, we
Okay,
give you
so we're not
multiple
gonna
times.
decide. Okay, that's
And that way I can see when the room would be open or the equipment would
Yeah,
be
it'd
open.
just be based off what's available.
That might be good for the people who aren't here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready to-
Yep, 4B, discuss and consider action to place items on, items on the future Deutschen Pfest committee meeting agendas.
So this will be the time, or do you want to go
No, I
ahead?
can say it too. Yeah, this is the time that, everything that gets discussed, I don't know if you had a chance to take the, open meetings, link and go through it yet, but, everything that's discussed in here in an open format has to be posted ahead of time so citizens can know about it. So, if you wanted to bring up something, you're like, oh, hey, what if we did this crazy blank at this event? You can't do it in a meeting without bringing it where it can be posted for a future agenda so citizens can see about it and come attend as well.
Right.
So this is your opportunity to say, if you have an idea or a question or comment, or you want an inquiry of some sort, this is the time to request it. Give staff a month or 3 weeks or whenever the next meeting is to source it, but also allows us to post it and so the public knows that we're gonna be discussing.
I do have a question, because like my kid's favorite part of Deutschen Pfest was the rides. So I obviously I'm new on the committee, so wasn't privy to the decision to take that away. Is there a reason that we did, and is it possible that we would bring that back?
We can put that as a discuss for next time.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Yep, so we can we'll bring that up next time, because I can't tell you right now, because once again, it wasn't posted, so other citizens
No, I
don't know.
understand.
Yeah.
That's what
Yep.
I'm just putting it for.
We'll put it
future
up for a
discussion.
discuss,
Yeah.
and then after that discussion, the next meeting, if y'all are like, I would like to take some sort of action, you'll have the right at that meeting to request it,
Okay.
and it would be coming at the next meeting.
Just out of curiosity, what age range are your kids?
Well, they're older now, but you know, it was all through their elementary, middle school, and high school
So all-
years.
all school years,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's something we didn't have a whole lot of input on, you know, kids, so, yeah.
Yeah.
My husband would be mad at me if I did not bring up, he would like a part of it to be kind of like a country fair thing where like you could win a blue ribbon in something either like
Oh.
food related or arts related. Like if it was arts, like getting all the kids in Pflugerville ISD to draw pictures and there'd be a contest or something, or like a pie who makes the best pie kind
Yeah.
of thing.
That's it. That's interesting.
He really wants to win a blue ribbon.
All right,
So
That's cool.
with the vendors, 70 vendors is that a set number or?
It
okay,
is,
So
yeah,
there's
by
only
fire
70
code.
vendor.
but we could
Oh,
update.
fire code.
Yeah, we
Oh,
could talk to
okay.
you more about that, though. We could explain, we went from about 100 vendors to about 70 when we took over this, so we could explain that thorough at the next meeting.
You can always send like a vendor map as well. You can kind of see what
Yeah.
our like internal layouts look like, or a little
I think
bit
it'd be
different
good
than
for those to understand
I
that
guess
transition.
in regards to that then, I would like to understand if we have a limit of particular kinds of vendors
Yes.
or a preferred number of particular kinds of vendors.
When we're talking about vendors, we'll talk about the non-political ones too, all that was made by.
Definitely
decision
looking for a variety,
Made by
Yeah.
council, yeah.
nice variety, so you don't have like 5 or 6 vendors of the same
Yeah.
type. You know, it's just not good for anyone, any of us, so.
That's good, we're gonna have a full meeting next week. That's good though.
And bring back the Wild West soda guy.
Wild West soda guy.
Oh, I know. I have a picture of his mug now. I could not find his name for the life of me last year.
I'm
Somebody
liking all
brought
of
me
your
his mug.
suggestions here. These are all things I wanted to ask.
Cool.
I have a couple items too, I'm gonna throw out there. One, on the fun run, if it's at all possible, I wouldn't mind being able to use Railroad Street for the run instead of using the sidewalk. I know that's gonna take jumping through some hoops, but I think that would be a lot better if we could do that. The next one is, I noticed for the first time, I don't know if it's always the same time every year, but last year, the Friday of Deutschen Pfest, the Pflugerville schools were out. They were out of school, like a teacher work day, is that what it is?
Yeah.
And I know this would take working with like the Pflugerville School District, but if some way we could get, instead of like, I don't know what Pflugerville calls it, school teacher work day, if they could call it like Deutschen Fest Day.
Yeah.
To promote
Yeah.
Deutschen Fest, and the kids are out of school, so that's something they can think, hey, it's Deutschen Fest Day. Maybe we go to, that puts it in their minds, let's go to Deutschen Fest. So,
Yeah.
something to that effect, to kind of put us out there a little more in everybody's mindset, especially the school kids and their parents and teachers, so. Okay, what's the other one? Oh, I don't know if this is entirely possible at all, but we have a table set out there at the festival manned by city employees and committee members to ask questions, promote Deutschen Fest in the city of Pflugerville. I thought maybe it'd be interesting, like on Saturday for a few hours, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, see if we get city council on board, just have a city council booth where one member can man the booth for hour and a half, and maybe get 3 or 4 members to do that on Saturday. It'd be really great promotion for the city and citizens to meet city council members, talk to them one-on-one, and city council members meet the Pflugerville public. And if we could do anything like that, maybe throw that in front of city council, see what they feel about that. And I know we have don't we have like a couple of members on city council that are part of the Deutschen Fest committee? hopefully they would be more.
They're part of a special event subcommittee.
Yeah, so maybe they'd be more amenable to
Sure.
wanting to do something like this, get a little more involved.
Yeah, we can discuss
Yeah.
that at the next meeting.
And let me see. I think that's it. So,
Cool.
thanks.
So some of that we'll probably cover in director's updates because there's discussion, but it's almost like you're just asking questions. Some of it we'll put as its own discuss only so we can have a robust discussion about it. And then if you want to take action on it, you'll be able to do that in a future meeting.
I guess I have one other comment, because my mom was in a wheelchair. She would live with me for a while. And the bands used to play like on the basketball court where it's flat. Like if you're a wheelchair, you could easily like participate more. And now that we have it on the grass, is there any way to make it more friendly for people with limited mobility or wheelchair bound?
Yeah, we can discuss that at the next meeting. Okay, anything else? Awesome. We better pack a lunch or dinner to the next meeting. Here.
All right, item 5, do I have any, I'm blanking on the word for it.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Yes. Do it, second,
Second.
all right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion carries, we are adjourned.